Hello and welcome to Nick's Naturopathic Journal. Today we're joined by Karthik Ramanan. Welcome to the program, Karthik. We're glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
Graduation this spring. I know it hasn't hit you yet, but that's something just totally incredible. And, well, I just feel like you are in the perfect place to offer perspective both to current students and to the people back home. You know, the families, the friends, whoever they might want to share this with. And so let's just really get to the naturopathic experience here at SCNM and when you're out in the clinic. So do you have any stories that kind of really capture your experience here, that really just put it all together?
Yeah, let me tell you, the student experience here is unlike anything you'd imagine at a medical school or anywhere. This is hands down, SCNM is the most collaborative group of people I've ever been around. And just the amount of support that we provide each other, sharing study guides. We don't compete against each other to say who can get the highest grade. I want to get that residency, so I'm gonna, none of this cutthroat stuff. It's entirely, we're all in this together because we're a small field, we're a growing field, but we're still small. And you know what? We're going to be colleagues. So I'm going to refer people to you. You're going to refer people to me. Let's build these relationships now. And we're all going to get through this because each of us has a gift and we're going to make it happen. One of my favorite stories when we were first year students, we had our Friday, I guess it's called integrated case studies now, but back in my time it was called TBL, team-based learning. And for Valentine's Day, mind you, my class was probably 70% women and 30% men at best. It might have been even more skewed than that. But anyway, the guys in our class, we banded together and said, hey, you know what? Friday is Valentine's Day. So we had our TBL on Valentine's Day. And, what if we all just got carnations for all the women in our class?
Wow.
So we got together and all the guys, we're there doing our thing. And all of a sudden, the clock strikes, whatever time it was. Mm-hmm. We all get up and walk out of the room. All the guys walk out of the room. And the women in our class are looking around, what's going on here? And we all come back with like a bunch of carnations and we're handing them out to everybody. And just, it was just a beautiful moment. They loved it. And then for finals week, all the women in our class made us all little fruit cups with ribbons and little notes and everything, and for the guys. So it was just one of those moments like, is this for real? Like, does this happen anywhere? So I mean that's SCNM for you. It's an amazing community. So that is, from a student standpoint, that's been fantastic. And now fast forward to a clinical aspect of things. Gosh, where do I start? We get a chance to see people that have not been able to get answers from conventional medicine. That's not to say that conventional medicine can't solve certain things. That's not the point. But certainly for a lot of chronic issues, yes, you can use a pharmaceutical to suppress a symptom, and in some cases that's indicated. In many cases, it's lifestyle related. So while we can manage somebody with, significant type 2 diabetes, we can also reverse it. So getting to see people's transformations is incredibly inspiring. And then even certain things like post-concussive syndrome, I've been able to do a publication with, that it's like, I don't even know where you would start with something like this. And to get the kind of relief that we're able to get is incredible. But I think the ones that really touch me the most, I didn't quite realize how many people struggle with anxiety until I became a student clinician here. The number of cases that I've taken of people that struggle with anxiety is way more than I thought people dealt with, but it's so prevalent. And if you come to think of it, I think the story of I'm not good enough is an underlying story that affects so many people, myself included. And being able to help people get to the root cause of that, which then, at least in my opinion, manifests itself in so many different ways. Because like the number of people I've seen with autoimmune conditions that also have the negative self-limiting belief. Like, what is an autoimmune condition? Body attacking itself, right? Well, if you think negatively of yourself, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that your body is living the belief system that's built into the neurology.
Right.
So, being able to work with patients and help them reverse things that they've been struggling with for a long time is incredibly fulfilling, right? Unbelievably fulfilling. And I think one thing I would mention for those of you that aren't as familiar with naturopathic medicine, um, don't put a limit on yourself of what you can feel. You know, you can feel better. You can feel better. It usually starts up here, and it starts with what you're willing to put into it. As Dr. Nick said, not you, the future Dr. Nick, but your first interviewee, Dr. Nick.
Right.
He tells us, you know, healing is very simple. It's just not easy. And as long as you're willing to do the work, you can feel outstanding. And you know, I would definitely recommend checking out what naturopathic medicine can do for you, and what we can do in integrative settings with other docs as well. Um, it's really incredible. It's really, really incredible. I'm so proud to be in this field and doing this.
Truly an amazing campus environment we have here. I could personally feel it from day one. Just like you said, collaborative. Everybody cares. That's the thing. Everybody cares and wants a better world where they can help people suffer less from disease. And that carries all the way over into the clinic, of course, just like you were saying. And yeah, I mean, there's no limit to how good you can feel. I mean, just being here, we learn every day about new things that can improve our health, improve our liveliness, invigorate us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like almost experiencing life for the first time sometimes. Very seriously. Like, that's not an exaggeration in the slightest.